Hey, it's the Chief Bonding with Board Games and RPGs, coming in and explaining what this is real quick. So, for 7 months now, I've been playing in person, cooperatively, with my mom, Tales from the Loop. Now, in order to play it cooperatively, we've been using the Mythic emulator, the Game Master emulator, version 1. So you will see that being used as we play, and it's been perfect. Okay. We're drinking the cocoa. We've just been terrified. I'm thinking, well, we'll talk about that later when Cyril's not around. Because I'm like, what?
And I'm thinking, I want to go home.
Yeah.
Even the girl.
How about if you bring it up? Yeah, I think maybe as the cocoa's done, you say,
hey, well, I think I need to get home. I bet my parents are getting nervous about my not being here in this weather.
Got it. Yeah, I think I throw out, my dad's probably home since the weather's been bad. So I think that's a good question for Mythic. I don't think there would be a problem getting us back to the house. Matter of fact, I think it's probably likely that he would give us a ride. We had our bicycles though too.
Well, they're in the back of the truck.
Right. So I guess the question is, are we asking to get a ride from Ciro, or are we just going to make our way in our own?
We need a ride.
Okay, all right, because we're leaving the drone and the stuff at Ciro's. So we ask for a ride. I'm going to go with very likely that he gives us the ride. I don't think it'd be a problem, but that means it's an 85% chance. We still got to let the dice tell us. Is he going to give us a ride? Oh, 15. Yeah, that's a strong yes. So that means not only does he give us a ride, there's something even more to that. What would be on top of, not only do we get a ride.
He's just glad to have the drone, I think, and he wants to inspect it without us there. And we could care less about the drone now that
it's secured. He's going to look at it.
Because we're kids.
He gives us a ride, and let's spruce it up a little bit. How about on top of him giving us the ride, he says, if you can, come back tomorrow and I'll have more information. Just sprucing up not only does he give us a ride, we get a little tidbit more. So, yes?
Yeah, I don't know. Let's ask.
Okay.
Because I don't know if the kids would be interested in more information right away.
So
all they want to do is get home.
We know it's something good. Is he going to offer even, hey, be back tomorrow? 50 or less is a yes. 15. So, yeah. Whether we go back or not will be up to us. But he is kind of excited and says, get back here. I'll run you guys home now so your parents aren't worried, but get back here tomorrow. And we'll break this down.
He's still interested in involving them.
Yes, I think so. That tells me he's interested in their continued involvement with the drone. So I like it. I think that gets us back to our houses, with it being an exceptional yes. I don't think the parents are worried. We already talked about the 80s were nice. You would nowadays, if the somewhat eccentric mechanic junkyard guy were bringing your kids home and dropping them off, there'd be all kinds of questions. Back then, I think it's just like, yeah, he's fine, no problems, and we're back at our place. What this means is we're going to get a good night's rest. Did you have any conditions on Phoenix? I had none on, I don't think we did. Conditions will be here. Oh, you do have one. So what do you have there that's your condition?
She was
scared. Got it. So full night's rest, you can erase that. So we've had a great rest. That part's gone. The conditions come from when we push a roll, and then you role play through with that condition that comes onto it. All right. So it's a brand new day. We had a couple things working. So we know Officer, what is her name? Karen Richards.
Can we go back?
Yeah. Where do you want to be?
I think when you drops them off, the girl, I think Phoenix, I would like to know what he found going on with Joey when he got back to his dad's place. Phoenix when she gets home, girls always like some contact about something that's happening, and she's still liking Joey, and she wants to know now that he's part of this mystery, a very big part, that Joey's okay. He's still in the shed. He hasn't wandered off.
Got it. Yeah, because we had like our boat fort thing.
Yeah.
So
In the storm there.
she's just wanting like a quick phone call from Crown or something.
Well, guys always make it quick.
yeah,
so-
he's 10.
Yeah.
So yeah, but you were asking. So you're asking Crown as you're getting dropped off first. Call
Yeah.
me. Let me know Joey's fine.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. So what that will trigger is Joey fine, which is interesting. So I like that you're dropped off. You're waiting.
But here's the thing.
Yes.
I think that Crown would be dropped off first because I'm his friend and he's the youngest.
Okay.
And he's a new friend of
Got it.
Ciro's, and they have this just the beginning of a relationship going. So he would take me home last
Got it.
because I'm a better friend.
Got it. Understood.
Yeah.
So Crown's dropped off, and you're say, "Oh, maybe you just say, call me
Yeah.
call me in 10 minutes once I'm
Yeah.
home." Got it. Okay. Good. And then, because you want to make sure Joey's okay.
Yeah.
And the idea that I think Ciro obviously has known we have Joey, but he hasn't pursued that. I think that's got to hang in the background a little bit continually, because we know by inverse that he could have turned us in. So I'm going to call you, but I guess the first question would be, if you're even worried about Joey, is Joey all right?
That's
Is he
what-
even still there?
That's what I
Yeah.
want to know.
I think this whole time Joey's been staying in the fort. It kind of reminds me like how in E.T. they kept E.T. in the closet or whatever, and he blended in until the government came for him. So I don't think anything would be up, but we don't know. 90% chance, a sure thing that he's okay? Or do you think something's afoot?
I think only 70%.
Okay. So let's go down to just likely, and likely's a 75. So roll 75 or less, he's fine. So let's see what that is first. 75 or less, 30. Okay.
He's fine.
Yeah, so I get there.
Good.
He's in the deal. He's normal. I ring you up. I'm like, he's fine. And I'm like, Phoenix, what do you think's going on? Yeah, what did you
Nothing.
think?
I just had to know that this little buddy of ours was okay.
All right, I thought maybe I missed something.
No, just because of the way Cyril kind of
Got it.
turned weird on
Yes.
us. I wanted to know.
Yeah. Hey, Phoenix, before I hang up,
Yeah.
I think I'm going to sleep with the lights on.
Just like
Yeah.
you, buddy.
Yeah. The look in his eye. What was that?
Don't even remind me
I've
about
seen
this.
stuff where I wouldn't sleep with the lights off.
Well, I'll tell you, at this point, I am too tired after rowing that boat in the storm to even think about what Cyril was talking about. I've been his friend so long that I pay attention to some things and not to others. So that's how that goes.
Hey,
for me.
before I let you go,
So if you want to stay awake all night with the lights on, go ahead.
before I let you go, listen to this. I've been practicing. You hear the phone kind of sat down, and then he starts just doing the chicken fart noise, which is perfect. And he's like, see you later. Clap. That would be 100% because he's 10.
Yes. And Phoenix would be
All right,
laughing and
yeah,
shaking her head.
So yeah, not only
Okay,
is he
little
freaked out
buddy.
about the lights, but he's figured out how you make the fart noise with your hand cupped on your pit. That is a 10-year-old
That's a good
golden
thing.
gift.
Yes, it
Love it. So now I'm going to add something under. I'm going to add something under Crown's deal here. I'm going to throw it up here that he's proud of being able to make the fart noise now. So on occasion, he's going to make the fake. I'm writing it here. Fake fart noise.
Okay.
And that will probably show up whenever it's inappropriate. And I'm saying this because I know Crown. The second, so it was probably a perfect move that Ciro did because he had the kids spooked, and then when he did the fart noise, Crown was like, huh, how did he do that?
Yeah.
What 10-year-old doesn't want to know how to
Oh
make
yeah,
that?
and he's latched.
Yeah,
on.
and apparently he didn't know. You'd think you would have known that already. I think I figured that out when I was about 8. All right. So that then is end of the scene for that day. Everybody's gotten rest. You've got rid of the condition. We're waking up the next day. So we know it's summer. There is no school. The only other thought, so we have a couple options. We can clearly go back to Ciro's on the bikes. That would be one. Karen Richards is the officer, the police officer that's into all the paranormal and the aliens, but she was running tags for us. It was her boat that we used to go out onto the lake. She's a police officer, so do we want to stop by her place?
Well, I
Check
know
in.
what I want to do.
Okay, what do you want to do? Because Crown is
I
open.
want to go over to Crown's place
Okay,
and just visit with Joy, and then we'll decide where we're going to go.
love it.
Because I got to know more from my little buddy.
Got
That little Joy is so cute.
Got it. And clearly, he's now like a focal point where he's kind of just been hiding out in there. Okay,
Yeah.
so you're over. We're in it's like a boat fort. My dad works on boats. This is some old boat that he's not working on, but we've kind of turned it into a fort. It's in the backyard somewhere. Joey's hiding out in there. He's this little machine thing that's kind of picture like a robotic baby kangaroo. So what we did get from Joey is he's not verbal, but he makes like yes and
No.
no's. Right. So and he does it with his foot, doesn't he? Didn't he do it like 1 was a yes and 2 was a no?
Yes.
Okay. So I think we're hanging out in the boat fort. I picture just a couple like lanterns hanging, not like I picture battery lantern kind of
Oh
looking.
yeah, they can't be solar in those days.
Yeah, I was starting to think everything's solar nowadays,
Yeah.
but I don't think we would have a kerosene lantern in there or anything.
No,
It'd be
too dangerous.
Maybe it's even those remember the old flashlights that had the big battery and
Yeah.
you had the big one and then you had the red strobe on the back, one of those. And I probably got it tied on a rope that hangs up there and it's just lit. So it's kind of cool, but fort-like lighting in there. And I would imagine we're in the under part of the boat. So we're hanging out with Joey. And I'm just running at the mouth just because Joey does seem to understand stuff, even though he can't vocalize. So I tell him, I think I spend some time telling him, hey, we spent time with Ciro, which is weird because I think he would be like, ooh, kind of
He
like
would.
almost like, yeah, he's
Hey, look, I
scared.
can just see that.
Yeah, but then I explained, look, first of all, he showed me this, and it's got to come back. It's still there. Yeah, that's got to be in there. And I'm like, look at this, clack, 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 clack. And then I think he's like,
I think you're absolutely
yeah,
right.
I can see it. And then 2, he
And
knew.
Phoenix is rolling her
Yeah, I
eyes
know.
like
She's like, oh
14-year-olds.
god dang, how long is the 10-year-old going to make fart noises with his armpit? A long time.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
we connected to Joey and we connected to all this adventure, so
Yeah.
I'll put up with you.
I'm loving Crown. So I think he breaks down the story to Joey, just vomits out all the information. It's Russian, but it's fake Russian. Da, 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 da. He gave us a ride home. He's actually a nice guy. I don't know why he tried to shoot at you with the shotgun.
But that's what Phoenix wants to know.
Perfect. So you cut in right there. And what do you ask Joey at that point?
Joey, why the heck did you fire your electronics at Ciro?
Yes.
And knock him out, so we thought he was dead when we looked in the window.
Got it. Now, I think he can only answer yes, no's. So you just get like a series of footsteps.
Sorry, Joey.
Yeah,
I asked you
and I
too
think
many things.
you figure it out real quick because I'm still over there like, yeah, that's still going on in the background. And
I'm going to ask him if it's
Yes.
if Ciro's his enemy.
Okay, perfect. I would think
Because he can do a yes no on that.
right, 100%, which is why it's perfect for this. So I think it's very likely. I mean, he tried to shotgun him. So I think it's 85 or
No,
less.
no,
yes.
I don't think
you
so.
Don't
It's
think
girl.
he's his
No,
enemy? Okay.
no,
Where do you
no.
think it falls?
I think I don't think he's an enemy. I think he was just scaring Joey. So
Okay.
let's find out which it is.
All right. So for the roll, though, you think it's unlikely that he answers yes?
I think it's 50-50.
Okay, so 50-50. You've
Is he
asked,
your enemy?
is Ciro your enemy? Why don't you roll this, because these are your questions.
Okay,
That's good.
so if it's low,
Yeah,
he's
50
not,
or less is, actually 50 or less is a yes.
is a
So
yes.
is he your
He
enemy?
is the enemy.
Ooh, 44.
44.
And that's a double, which means we're going to have a random event. So yes, Ciro
enemy.
is his enemy.
Whoa.
Okay, so I like this. So let me
Okay.
do Joey, Ciro is enemy. And then before we get to your next question, we've got to deal with, because our chaos factor is 5, if I remember right. Yes. So we had doubles, 4-4. So that means random event. Go ahead and roll those percentile dice again. It's going to give us an event focus.
75.
So 75. Oh, this is nice. It says that it's a player character positive. So we're the player characters. This is going to be something that is positive for us. So now a random event doesn't have to tie right into Joey or right into where we're at, but it sure feels like it. So we'll roll action subject. So this is something that's going to be positive for us. Let me get what these would be. 17. So again, this will be positive, but antagonize. Don't know what that is. And then 50 even is, where are you? Travel, antagonize travel. Okay. So if it's a PC positive, why don't we first do who's it positive for? You will be evens, I'll be odds. Even, or no, it's a 3, 30. 3 is, so it's going to be a PC positive for me. So we've got to figure out there's a random event, antagonize travel. But it's a positive. Does it?
Well, see, I'm thinking, hey, it's about time we go see Officer Richards.
Okay.
And find out would that be an antagonized?
I don't know.
It's bugging me.
Okay.
I'm going, Crown, we're getting too much going on here.
Got it. And you can still finish some questions. I know you got more questions for Joey. Let's find out. Let's get another one, because we know this is a positive. 15 would be gratify. Okay. And 72 is adversity. So, you know what? I know what this is. So antagonize travel is something that makes travel difficult, and then gratify adversities. It's going to be real simple. I hear my dad yelling, hey, Crown, come out here real quick. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, hold on a second. I give you one little bloop bloop. When I run out, because this is a PC positive, I know, he's 10, he's learned a new body trick. My dad has, it's not brand new, but it's newer than the one I got, a newer bicycle.
For you.
Yes, so it's a positive. Antagonize travel is, this is a new bicycle, because we know it's a positive, and gratify adversities. My other bike maybe was just a little rough, and he's got, again, this isn't brand new from the store, but it's like, Dad spent some time. Mm-hmm. And he's like, and it's a little bit bigger maybe, and I think Dad says, hey, you'll be able to grow into this one. And it's more of a big kids, I call it a big kids bike. Mm-hmm. And so the random event is I run out, and you can hear I'm basically getting a new bike. So I'm going to have a new bike. I will end up like giving myself some kind of little like bike bonus, like a bonus die, if I roll on anything with like speed, you know, or something with the bike. But let's step back in, because I think I'm out getting the bike and running around with my fart noises. You're still asking Joey some questions. Mm-hmm. So you found out that yes, Ciro is an enemy. What other questions would you have for Joey, or just hanging out with Joey? What else? What's your continued interaction?
Well, I'd want to know more information about why he's the enemy.
Perfect.
So I have to think of some
Yeah.
yes, no questions on
Got
that.
it. So he is your enemy. And it's hard. I mean, so you can't just say why he's your enemy. You've got to come up with some pointed questions.
Did you know him? Did you know him? Did you know Ciro before you met him in the junkyard?
Okay, very good. You want to stick with 50-50?
Yeah.
Okay. And you continue to roll that. So 50-50, 50 or less is a yes. Did you know Ciro before the junkyard? Ooh,
Yes.
38. Wow. So that's actually a great question.
Yeah.
So Joey knew Ciro pre-junkyard. Wow, that's an interesting question. Joey knew Ciro pre-junkyard. Ooh. So that's
then-
crazy. So he knew him pre-junkyard. So then how do you follow that up?
I'm going to ask if they first met at Boulder City.
Okay, so just within the city or over at the dam. We know DARPA's involved. We know Joey was he broke away because of some plot to
Yeah, don't make
take
it too
the dam,
complicated.
right, but it was to take the dam down. So, I mean, we're in Boulder City,
Yeah.
but we know that part of the mystery that we had here with Joey, we knew it tied back to him running away from something with DARPA and the dam. Now we know he knew Ciro before the junkyard. So that's a
I'm going to say, did you know Ciro before Boulder City?
got it. So you're just wanting to go back even
I
further.
want to know if they knew each
Okay.
other from some
All right, so
reality.
got it. Perfect. So you're saying before even this town,
Yes,
got it. So
you know?
you're going 50-50 still.
50-50.
50 or less is a yes.
Because I don't know any of
Sure. Yeah, perfect. Woo, that's a yes. So this is going back. Yes, pre-Boulder City.
Wow.
So we are getting even more depth
Yeah.
to Ciro.
Yeah.
And we've got this spy feeling from Cyril. So, what questions does that
Can
lend
you
you
think of any?
to? Yeah, let's brainstorm it, and then you figure out what Phoenix would ask. So,
Because I'm thinking it's in another reality. That
Okay.
they know each other.
so it could be. So let's list options here. So another reality. I'm thinking it could be like secret agent stuff. So I don't even know secret
Sure.
agent stuff, which could still
Yeah, but
be
that-
another reality.
But yeah,
So it could be because the loop does have even some weird time portal stuff that's bizarre that
Yeah.
we haven't even gotten into.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
It's in some of the other books. So if we have another reality, secret agent stuff, those are
Okay,
all
let's
good
ask
questions.
if it's a different time portal.
Okay. So to
Too far?
jump, well, it's not bad. To jump into Phoenix's mind, I don't know if Phoenix would jump to a time portal. I liked your question of another reality because what we do know is there was this alternate history. It's 1980s, but something happened in the 50s where these creatures came forward and these machines were sentient. So I think vague of another reality is wide open, by the way. So how about yes or no question? Did you know Ciro in another reality?
Okay, I thought we didn't ask that.
No, you did not. We
No,
were coming
just
up with
before-
options. So again, we'll go 50-50.
Okay, yeah, we were brainstorming.
Yeah. Yeah, and we can even ask the secret agent stuff.
Another reality.
Got
And
it. Yep. 50 or
again,
less is a yes.
Yes.
27. So we are getting yeses, yeses. So yes, another reality. Wow, this is a mystery that's going to go deep. Reality.
Or fun.
Yeah, and both. And then I think Crown pops in. Did you know him when he was a secret agent? So Crown hears like the little answer of yes and or double, whatever a double is. So is Ciro a secret agent? So 50%, yeah. And it could be a no. Ooh, 19. Yes, this is just yes, yes, yes. So secret agent. And Crown being 10, I go, Phoenix, he keeps doing double stops. Are you sure he knows that's a yes? I think we got to ask a crazy question that he would say no to, just to make sure he's not broken. Yeah, that's too many yeses in a row. Yeah, this is Crown. I think Crown immediately is like, that's too many yeses. Maybe he's just stomping because he's broke. So then I'm going to come up with a crazy question. Oh, I got it. Because he can't do this one, Phoenix.
Wait, hold on. Okay.
Hey, Joey, can you do this? And if he answers yes, we know he can't.
But maybe he could.
I want to see it 50-50. If he double stamps, I think he's broken. And who knows if this is true.
So
50,
if he says yes, he's broken.
Well, I'm suspicious.
But we're going
Because
to
he doesn't have a
challenge
hand. He doesn't have a hand to do the noise.
So he's going to.
So let's see. He should answer no. Ooh, he said yes. See, I told you something's wrong with his feet. He said yes. He can't make that because I'm making it whenever I can.
But then there's a noise.
Ooh, okay. I like this. Ooh, very good. Look where you're going. So he doesn't need to do this.
No.
He's got some kind of valve system where all of a sudden
He lets it go.
and we're all like, what the? Yeah, I'm like, what the? That's good.
I don't need.
And then Joey quickly does another double yes. So he does that and confirming yes. And then I'm like, huh. I love it. So Joey's able to make the noise somehow, which I thought he had to answer no. When he says yes, I'm like, see, he's broke. And then he releases somehow air from like a whatever his functions are. That's perfect. Genius. I love that. Perfect.
And then
that's a perfect kid story.
Yeah.